Hey everyone, Matt Pisarcik with RazorEmporium.com here today to show you how to load a Schick repeating razor. Maybe you found one of these bad boys in an antique store, maybe you got one online. Regardless, you need to know how to use it before you can use it. You need to know how to load it before you can use it. So let's go ahead and show you. We're going to start with the Type A. Now this is the original design, 1926 patent date. This features an aluminum handle, brass head, has a cap, and we are going to show you how this works. So step one, open up what I call the plunger. That's this part down here. If this is not moving, use an eyeglass screwdriver and take the set screw out, and this entire thing should be able to come out. Okay, so now we're going to pull out what I call the leaf spring, because it looks like a leaf spring. And we are going to visualize constantly and always keep in mind how the blade is going to come across our shaving head and where the cutting edge is and so on and so forth. So I have my clip. You have to have one of these clips to use this razor. And you'll notice one side of the clip says rear and one side has like a little nub right here. Okay, my side with a little nub is going to go in, hence rear is going to be facing me. I'm also looking at it and saying, hey, there's my shaving head. Here's my shaving, edge. I want this to be there, so I'm simply going to put it in that orientation. Make sure I have this open all the way. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to put my leaf spring so it's pushing up on the blade. That part's going to be pushing up on the blade. And I'm going to put my leaf spring in. Well, actually, I forgot. I like to do these ones. Open up this back part here. This little cap should unscrew that has the Schick logo. And you see there's a square and that little notch. We're going to put our leaf spring in there. And here, click. That's good. That means it's clicked into place. And now, put the cap back on. We should be able to advance our plunger, and bam, you got a blade loaded on. You're going to rotate 90 degrees, and you're going to start shaving. So that is our Type A. I'm going to use this same clip on every single razor because they are all interchangeable. So I'm going to take that out. The leaf also functions as like a little pull to get the clip out. So we're going to get our clip back out. There we go. Okay, so my Type A is away in the world, and it is good. I'll just set it over here for the time being. All right, next up, Type B. So the Type B is going to look like this. It's a squared off handle. Now, instead of aluminum, the entire thing's made of brass. It came in a display case like this and a couple other options, sometimes in a leather sleeve like this. Regardless, they're all the same. There's no cap on these models. You still need to have your head in the parallel position to load. We're also going to advance and take out our plunger. On these models, the leaf spring is a little bit different. The leaf spring is kind of integrated with the kind of the butt end of the razor. It looks like there was already a clip in here, so I'm going to just remove that clip. Sometimes they get bent like this, and all the pulling in and out, and usually you can just kind of bend them back into shape like that. But I'm going to use this clip that's already loaded. So once again, I'm going to visualize and think about my clip and the fact that I want this cutting edge here. So that means I need to put it in like this. Again, with nub side in. Got it right there. You can see the word rear looking right at me. I'm going to take my leaf spring and I want this spring to push the blade up. So I'm going to go like this. It's all the way in. And I'm going to advance the plunger and bam, we got a blade. Rotate 90 degrees and you're ready to be shaving. All right, last but not least, let me take my clip back out of here. If I can. Oh, I forgot. The little trick of the Type B. The clip won't come out unless you're done with blades. So that's basically in there forever. No, but what I'll do is, since I'm in a pinch here, I'll take, here, I'll just advance a couple other blades. There, now we got 2 blades. I will use my extra clip that I have and go to my type C. If you can tell, people, we did not even rehearse this. I'm going on the fly. Didn't get these things prepared ahead of time. We just grabbed them out of my display case and we're doing them. So I'm showing you that you can do this. So I got my, and this is actually a good opportunity. So if you buy injector blades, you're gonna have your little key and you're just gonna sit here and cycle a bunch out. There we go. Kind of give you a little preparation of what it's gonna be like. You are going to take your clip, and again, our nub is on one side, the word rear is on the other. We're gonna put our blade in it so that the blade's edge is on the left-hand side, respective to the nub. So all of our cutting edges are all on one side. And the cool thing is these blades haven't changed in 70 years, so I can use vintage blades and modern blades, and they're all the same exact size. So I'm stacking up my little clip right here. All right, I got them all stacked in. I'm ready to load my Type C. This was the last version, my favorite version. This came with a cap over the cutting edge and has a kind of an ornate design on the handle. Came mostly in gold. I don't think there was another version, maybe, but if you know, tell me in the comments. So again, I got my head parallel with my handle, and this now has 2 different actuators. There's kind of a door that pulls open and flips over to the side, and then you have the plunger. Now you'll notice you cannot operate both at the same time. It's one or the other. So that's one thing to always note about the Type C. We're going to open up the back door. We're going to look at it. Again, we're going to put our cutting edge in the same line that we want it to be. And we're going to insert our clip into the end here. Tuck that bad boy in. We're going to close up the back end and we're going to operate our plunger. And bam, we just loaded a blade across our 3rd Type C magazine repeating razor, and you're gonna be able to go to town now. So you've seen on all of these, with just a little bit of patience, a little bit of virtual mind projecting, I don't know what you wanna call it, looking at the blade and imagining it going across the guard and then orientating how the clip needs to go into the handle. You can successfully work on these. If you have any issues, these are actually quite easy to work on if they do get jammed up. Worry not, by simply taking this screw off here, and then these little eyeglass kind of style small screws on the handle, this entire sheath will pull right off the razor, and you can clear up any jams inside the handle. Thank you so much for watching our video. Hopefully this helps you use these really cool vintage razors all over again, because they are cool. They're not made anymore, and every time I use one, I always think of the cool kind of semi-automatic rifle they were based off of. Thank you, Mr. Colonel Jacob Schick, for your wonderful repeating razor, and thank you for watching our YouTube channel today. Please like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for all things vintage shaving here at RazorEmporium.com.